Is Elon Musk spying on us right now?
Because we have his cups, or is that just wishful thinking?
Find out more on today's Muskwatch!
Oh, but it tastes even better because it's in these cups. I'll Hyperloop it down my mouth.
It's boring a hole to my butt. Stroke your tiny cat and spin around menacingly in your lair's big chair, cause Papa Elon's up to some good old-fashioned a-schemin'.
You're a supervillain. That's what a supervillain does.
Because this past week, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket carried the Air Force's X-37B spy vehicle up to orbit for its 5th secret mission.
The uncrewed space shuttle-shaped X-37B spy ship not only has the most spy jargony of names, but there are virtually no details about the purpose of its past missions.
Now, it sounds like Daddy may have just taken a long drag off a cigarette or maybe a super cool evil vape pen and made a shady backroom deal with some government suits, maybe while wearing like a chill-ass tuxedo. Now he's masterminding a nefarious plot in space. That's my assessment.
Well, I mean, it's either that or SpaceX competed for and subsequently won the launch contract and isn't involved in any subterfuge, which is a lot less fun.
The Air Force is maintaining the X-37B's purpose is for trials and to experiment with technology for future spacecraft to come.
And it's time to loop over to our next topic. Can you guess what it'll be about?
The Boring Company.
No, if you you just lost so many points. But if you guessed it was the Hyperloop, you get 3 points. We'll explain what that means later.
Don't worry, I'll make it up in the fighting round, which is where you fight lightning. Now, Elon Musk has long been sharing his dreams for a Hyperloop connecting Los Angeles and San Francisco. It's a move that many have referred to as absolutely bonkers. Oh, ye of little faith, prepare to get owned.
But while many may be doubting his ability to create such a system, there are already others who are dreaming bigger and trying to one-up
The China Aerospace Science and Industrial Corporation, a state-owned company, has laid out their plan to create an intercontinental Hyperloop crisscrossing all of China and beyond, starting in 2027.
The levitating cars would even be powered by solar panels mounted on top of the tubes, and the plan would be to propel each car's 16 passengers and their luggage at speeds of 2,300 miles per hour, or Mach 3, the coolest Mach.
And while this proposed Hyperloop across China may seem a long way off, we're hoping it accomplishes one extra thing, making Americans jealous enough that we get our own Hyperloop system connecting sea to shining SeaWorld.
No.
I want to go to SeaWorld.
We've got a brief update on 2 stories we've touched on before. Elon Musk recently shared a picture on his Instagram of the full SpaceX spacesuit standing next to a prototype of his crewed Dragon capsule.
And both of them just look insanely good, like a sexy fencer wearing galoshes standing in front of a perfect soft serve cone.
But upside down.
Ooh, in space, no one can hear you cream unless you have that perfect soft serve. Which we swear is also going to be the next hot file look, a SpaceX spacesuit standing in front of a sweet, uncrewed capsule.
Oh, we creamin'. We at Muskwatch obviously love to highlight the accomplishments of our father-to-be, but we also strive to bring you stories from across the realm of science and technology.
Now, NASA is known to do science and technology on occasion, and one of their latest science things is their plan to save the world. Good luck with that. Yeah. But not from a threat looming in outer space, but one lurking beneath the Earth's own crust.
We're talking, of course, about the supervolcano that is currently beneath Yellowstone. And NASA has concluded that if Yellowstone's caldera's magma isn't cooled, there is a chance that it could trigger a cataclysmic volcanic eruption that would make Mordor more like Rivendell. Am I right?
Tom Bombadam! Basically, if the supervolcano erupts, volcanic ash would fill up the air, blanketing the planet, devastating crops, plunging the Earth into a volcanic winter, and generally make for a big old bummer for anyone trying to live a life on Earth.
But NASA wants to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by turning the Yellowstone caldera into a geothermal power plant.
Because the alternative is going ash to mouth, and nobody wants that. So the plan is basically to drill into the chamber and pump in water to cool the magma. That's some cool magma. Of course, that water would then turn to steam, which would then be harnessed by power plants, which is pretty cool.
It's a good idea. NASA predicts that they would be able to generate power for literally thousands of years while simultaneously preventing the apocalypse. Talk about blowing off some steam!
Now, if steam would stop blowing us off and give us Half-Life 3, I could die! Happy. Now, the only downside to this is if they botch boring the hole, it could trigger the very eruption they seek to prevent.
And guess what? We just happen to know a guy who's ignoring us who knows a lot about boring.
Yeah, I think there's no real length limit.
And before we go, it's time for your must-see moment of the week. Must-see!
One of us has to be on the keys. Elon Musk has been dropping some more knowledge on us about his fears regarding artificial intelligence. In the middle of a veritable tweet storm about warnings, countries developing AI for military purposes, he said, quote, China, Russia, soon all countries with strong computer science, competition for AI superiority at national level most likely cause of WW3 IMO, end quote. I
thought this segment was supposed to be like fun and kind of lighthearted, like a nice way to just like let people down and just kind of let them off the hook as they go about their day and just sort of like, ease out of the stuff. Just ease out of it. Just ease out of it.
Musk even thought he went a little too far because when he was asked to balance all this doom and gloom out with something a little bit more positive, he replied, quote, sorry about that, you're right. I was depressing myself too, sad emoji.
Oh, and I guess if Elon Musk is looking for solace in these uncertain times, he could find them in these arms right here. Like this.
We could carry him?
We could hold you you could pose in front of us.
Yeah.
I could
bench you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could squat you. Just like little daddy squats.
Ooh, oh, gotta stay. Ooh.
Careful, daddy.
That's a heavy daddy.
That's a thick dad.
And that's all the time we have for this episode of Muskwatch.
Bye? What did he say? Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Muskwatch. Remember to like and comment below. If you don't, you'll be grounded.
You can't prove us wrong. Make sure to tweet us your best muskie stories at SciFile, at Dan Casey, and at Nerdist with the hashtag Muskwatch!
Ooh, bye.
That was a good one.
Yeah.